Right, so doing skills is pretty cool, especially if you actually manage to beat the opponent. Then it's better. But it can also sometimes be more difficult than it seems. So in today's video, we're taking a look at 5 common mistakes that you want to avoid when you're doing skills. Let's go. Now, the first mistake when doing skills is to overthink things. I know myself because I've done it a lot. But the thing is that skills tend to work best when they come instinctively from inside, or when you basically react to everything that's going on around you. So where's the goal? How many defenders are there? Where are they coming from? How fast are they coming at you? All those little inputs that your brain can take in and react to. But the thing is that if you start overthinking things, not only will you take your focus off of what's important, which is the action on the pitch, but it also slow your decision making down, making you react just a little bit slower to everything that's going on around you. And the thing is that being indecisive when taking on a defender makes it a whole lot more difficult to actually beat them. So when you are in a training session and you have to take on a defender, try to follow your instinct, or at least that first idea that pops up in your head. And hopefully all those hours of individually training your skills will pay off. And if your instinct isn't enough to beat the defender, maybe you should train more. And then your instinct is up to scratch. It is what it is. Now, another mistake I see a lot of players doing when they try to pull off especially fancy moves is that they simply do them too fast. Now, I realize that most skills require some sort of speed and fluidity to work, and it doesn't really work if you just stand around and break down, let's say, an elastico into many different steps at turtle speed. But you can also take it too far in the other direction and simply do the trick so fast that your technique and your feet can't keep up. And this, guys, is where training comes into play. So basically, when you get pressured by a defender, come under a lot of pressure, you get stressed, your brain and your body knows the trick so well that it knows at which pace you're comfortable doing it, how you need to do it, and all that stuff. So even though you're stressed, you're under pressure, you don't rush it. Training is the key. But you know what's also a pretty big mistake? Not looking up. Because you might have all the coolest skills in the world on lock and be able to do them in your sleep. But if you don't look up before and while you're doing the skills, well, it might not work. Because you might be running yourself into a dead end with 3 or 4 defenders, or you actually might just be executing the skill too early or too late. But the worst part about not looking up is that you're not able to react to whatever happens around the pitch. So, does the defender do something else that you expected him or her to do, or do other defenders arrive behind them for backup? What happens? Well, it turns out that playing football without really seeing what's going on around you is pretty difficult. And you want to make things easy. So look up and make it easy, execute your skill, and you're winning. But the fourth mistake to avoid is also a pretty important one, and that is to avoid focusing too much on humiliating the opponent. Now look, you might be a baller, you might know a lot of cool skills, and you might feel that you're in control at a particular moment in a match. Let's say you're on the flank. Defender's coming at you trying to defend, but the legs are wide open. Okay, so you beat them with a panna. Now there's a nice opportunity to make a good cross, maybe score a goal. But the defender is coming back, legs are still wide open, so we get another panna. That's embarrassing, that's humiliating. But now the crossing opportunity is not the best. But the defender's still there, so get another panna. But defender takes the ball, now you've lost it. You missed a good crossing, potentially scoring opportunity because you wanted to look like a boss. Look guys, when you play a match, you might have all the skill, but you need to focus on what's important. That is helping the team and scoring goals. And look, if you perform a wicked skill that sits the defender down and you go on to score afterwards, great. We all love beautiful football, seeing nice things, but it shouldn't take your mind off of what's really important. So don't focus on humiliating players. I mean, what's more important? Getting 2-3 nutmegs or making the game-winning assist? I know what I'd take. It's not the nutmegs. Plus, don't be a jerk. And then there's mistake number 5, which kind of ties into mistake number 4, and that is to unnecessarily overcomplicate things. Because again, you might know some very cool skills that have 2, 3, 4 steps to them and look really, really awesome. But if the most effective way to beat a defender is a body feint or a croqueta, then why would you do the complicated, really difficult stuff? I mean, the more you complicate things, the more things can also go wrong. So, you get where I'm going. I will always be an advocate of keeping things as simple and risk-free as possible. Again, what wins you the match? 2, 3 nutmegs or 1 assist? So those were 5 common mistakes that you want to avoid when you're doing skills. But are there other things that you feel should be mentioned as well? Let me know as always in the comment section right down below. And then if you liked the video, well, hit the thumbs up button and make sure you subscribe to the channel with the notifications on to join one of the biggest and best football families here on YouTube. Now, if you need new boots and new football gear, well, the link's over there at unisportlife.com. And if you need new skills, well, right down there in the playlist is where to go. With those words, guys, I'll see you next time. Signing off, cheerio.